All right, here we go. We got our little Varla. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some warranty replacements. Some of the stuff that I don't like about the scooter already, I'm going to tell you guys right now, is the handlebars here. So the way the handlebars work is they go down, all your controls go into the handlebars set here, and then they go all the way in, and then they come out here. And as you can see is where they go in, there's clearly a flaw here, because what's happening is if this handlebar, for some reason, like what happened today, was my daughter crashed it. And when she crashed it, the handlebar spun a little bit too far and actually ripped all of these wires loose. And part of that is just a complete design flaw. If they would have put a brake in here somewhere where the handlebars only turn, maybe say 90 degrees, even if they turned a little bit past that, it would be okay. And wouldn't allow these to completely spin around. Subsequently, you see there's some brake line damage and some other stuff. It is relatively dirty. She just crashed it. I haven't cleaned it. So this is getting fixed today. We're going to go ahead and use some wire repair stuff in return for that. I did reach out to Varla in regards to this rear wheel. It is extremely bad. It vibrates really bad. I believe it's kind of cutting off on some of my top speed and stuff like that. But outside of that, so Varla sent me some replacement parts, some brake rotors. Of course, everybody says that they're really warped and bad. Of course, both of mine are. So we're going to replace that. They sent subsequent hardware. The wheels subsequently are 2 pieces. Interesting, right? So I'm believing that this rear wheel is bent. I hope it's the wheels. I'm going to replace the tire. I got a new tire over there, so I'm going to replace that, and I'll walk you guys through that as well. So this is what we got going on. This is what we're going to do. We're going to work through it. Varla sent me some stuff. We got some new brake pads and stuff. So we'll go through it all. I'll kind of walk you through step by step, and we'll go from there. See you guys in a bit. Okay, on a fun little note, I went to transfer the wires from that side to this side. They are all kind of rather exposed. It sent off a terrible arc. So there's no way to shut this off, these wires. So once they get exposed, it could potentially cause some sort of catastrophe. I don't believe there's a fuse in there, so I'm thinking that the wires are still good. I'm going to go ahead and put these little guys on them right now. These are like a self-soldering, self-sealing, waterproof connector. I already had the lines exposed, as you can see here, so we're going to go ahead and fix those guys up real quick. And it was actually this line down here is the one that was totally exposed. You can see what I'm using here. It's this Track Life, and I actually got this off of Amazon for about 10 bucks. Pretty awesome little deal. It's heating up right now. And then these guys are a heat shrink wire connector by Kujek. None of these are sponsored. I bought all this stuff. This is the Varla scooter. I bought this as well. I can say that the warranty process, man, let me tell you, has been pretty bad. I'll get to that in a little bit, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna see if I can't get this on camera for you guys somehow while I do it. I'm gonna set this right here and enjoy the show. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this red one there first, because I believe this is the hot wire. So I'm guessing this thing's probably only carrying about 12 volts through it, which is probably pretty accurate, because it's only going up to the switch, which relays the voltage and basically powers this guy on or off. So I'm guessing typically, but see, this thing's made in China, so you don't know how they actually wired it. Green is typically a neutral or common, and black is typically the ground. Now, how accurate that is, you know, that's up to you and me to decide. But I'm going to pretend like every one of them is hot, because, well, like I said, it's made in China, and they're nothing against Chinese made products. It's just that they typically, look at this guy here. There you go. There you go. They just have a different wiring understanding than we do. You know, like here in the United States, we speak English. They speak Mandarin, right? Or whatever. I'm assuming Mandarin. Cantonese. I'm sure there's other languages spoken in China. Just like there's other languages spoken here in the United States. So what I'm doing here is I'll try to get a better angle here. I'm sure this is probably not great for YouTube, but we're basically getting all these guys set up. And I apologize, I got old eyes here, so you know, I'm 3 years old as of this video. I know, old guys like cool stuff too. I kind of dig the scooters, not gonna lie. I've been kind of a fan of these. Not kind of, a lot so. And so much so I think I'm going to actually look into starting my own scooter brand at some point. It'd be kind of cool. But as of right now, I just want to give you an honest review on this product, and I don't think it's been the best. We'll get into the warranty stuff. So I sent them basically a simple request. I thought that this should probably be covered under warranty. It seems like a pretty basic thing that probably happens to a lot of scooters. You know, that the handlebars get turned too far because there's no stop that stops it from doing so, and the wires get torn. I mean, there's just an exposed metal ring where these wires go through, and subsequently when the handlebars get turned too far, they get pinched in that spot, and there we go. Sorry, trying to get this wire in. Subsequently they get pinched in that spot. There we go, baby. No, that's not one. So, human error right there. This thing pulled out on me right as I was heating it, because, you know, it's usually the way it goes. So we're gonna, give me a second here. So basically what this has is it has like these little edges on it that seal everything up, and then it's got this solder that melts right in the center. And it basically heats all these guys up, and once you get hot enough, the solder actually melts. There it is. And this thing's basically solid. So I believe, if we turn this key on now, yeah, 58 volts. Alright, so make sure everything else is working. Yeah, if you felt that vibration, everything seems to be working now, so that's a good repair. As you felt that vibration, these front and rear wheels are just terribly out of balance. I'm gonna go through and check all of the bolts for tightness, just to make sure everything's 100% good. But as of right now, I mean, they're terrible. So we're gonna take these wheels off and see how it goes. As of right now, that's the repair. That's how they look. Get in nice and close there. We'll tape all that up and then pull them back up in there and tighten it all up, tighten all this up. I left some extra wire in here because I had a feeling this was gonna happen again. So the one I left the extra wire on actually pulled and seemed to be okay. So everything that I didn't leave extra wire on that I worked with pulled out again. So this is definitely a flaw in Varla. Everything else seems good. The brake rotors are terrible. You see, they're just constantly warped. You see the vibration on this thing? I'll show you here. Oops, let me turn this thing back on. Hit that power mode. There we go. Oops. There we go. Yeah, you can see this, like the front wheels too. I don't know if it shows up on camera very good, but I mean, you can actually see the thing vibrating. It's pretty gnarly. The back wheel specifically. It's pretty gnarly. So we're gonna get that fixed. Hopefully we're gonna pull these wheels off, see what's going on, and hopefully we can get it fixed. Let you know. Here we go.